Assalamu alaikum, student. Student, how are you? Hope you are fine. Week 14, professional practice, and in week 14, we will be cover our lesson notes and the major learning objects that we will be covered that in front of your screen. First of all, we will be try to be understand about the uh, purpose of electronics health record, EHR. Okay. Student, that is a basically chapter that's this week you will be able to understand the health related information technology, how the information technology create a work for the health, for the hospitals, for the electronic health record, look different devices, and how the software and information technology are basically using in a medical field. Okay, so that on behalf of the this lesson notes and this week we will be inshallah discuss and try to understand about the medical related information technology. Okay, now here's the purpose of electronics health record, why we need it and why the hospital are basically using it. The use of mobile and wireless technology in the healthcare industry nowadays, behalf of the healthcare industry, why they are focusing on the mobile and wireless technology. Third one is the what is the health information technology, what the major advantage and how it is usable for the for the common person. Fine. And these are our learning objects that we will be covered. And now further, I will move the next slides. Yes, next slide. Look, the cost of healthcare. Normally, every country are basically when they are budgeting, their overall yearly budget they are made. So every country are decided that how much they will be invest on the health of their country and the nation. Look like Pakistan and many other developing and underdeveloped country, every country they will be a major part of their health and care in the with the help of the companies. Okay, the cost of healthcare are basically that is related again the rapidly rising cost of a health. Here is a one of the 21st century major challenges. United States healthcare and spending hit on estimated 2.7 trillion in 2011 and the rapidly rise cost of the healthcare is the one of the again 21st century major challenge. That is the United States healthcare spending hit on the estimated on a 2.7 trillion in 2011 and is expected to increase in the average of a 6.3 percent per year. The rate much higher than the overall inflation between 2015 to 2021, especially as we are on a 2022. That obviously this rate will be increase not just in United States, on every country. Okay, according to the Center for Medicine and Medicare services, such of this growth is due to the just the continuing aging the population in the United States and the rise the healthcare expenditure per person. Okay, that is basically if I'm talking about the economy of a United States, but in especially in Pakistan, they are mainly at the budgeting. They are basically involved the 2 billion form of a dollar, not a trillion. Okay, the that's the one of the major advantage, and the people and especially the countries and economies and the political parties are investing their much money in the healthcare. Okay. Patients sometimes oversees the many other things, especially that is something people are basically using the misuse of these things. Like patients sometimes overuse medical resources that appear to be free. or a most free thanks to the share of medical bill, okay, that is paid by the third party, such as the insurance company and a government program. A patient who does not have to pay for a medical test or a procedure is a probably less likely to consider its cost to benefit ratio. That is a patient normally will be overused and dear medical resources, and then because they have no idea how much the bill, and they are just considering the third party, maybe the insurance, and maybe the employer will be pay this, and they are using the some misuse. Okay, patient who does not have to pay for the medical test or procedure probably less likely to be considered as a cost benefit ratio. Okay, and that is some calculation, and now the further is related again. I'm talking about the ER, I mean EHR, electronic health record. Although the overall recording, just wait, yes, clear the screen. Normally, student health care industry depend on a highly sophisticated technology for a diagnostic and the treatment of the patient, and it was slowly to implement IT uh, solution to improve the productivity and efficiency. But as a 2005, if we discussing about the rate, like in a healthcare industry only invested about $3,000 in a IT for each worker, compared with the about 7,000 per worker in a private industry generally, and nearly 50,000 per year per worker in a banking industry. However, the healthcare industry has now greatly increased its investment in IT, spending over 88 billion in 2010, along with the implement electronic health record. Okay, that is a one of the major important thing for the hospital uh, to keep the data of their patients. Okay, and further, if we discuss about these things, normally student, that's a EHR, that's one of electronic health record that is used to computer readable record of a health related information on an individuals, and EHR can be included, patient demographic, medical history, family history, and immunization record, and laboratory data, health problem, progress, overall history, their medication, their normal treatment. Okay, that's all reported are basically are there, and the healthcare professional can use as an EHR to generate a complete electronic record of a clinical patient encounter. Data in an EHR can then be easily accessed by other healthcare professional in Pakistan. In your major hospital like Shifa International, that is having a electronical health record, and your I guess PIMS, and maybe the CMH military hospital, that is basically having the record, and they have a complete system of their patients. Okay, that is the EHR, computer based readable record, and we are talking for this. And the further, if we talk about the things that is related to the telework, telehealth, look like a telework. Just move. Yes, but before, but it we are using the mobile and the wireless technology in the health industry. Fine, student, that is one of the important things that we consider here. Like, although slow in investment in IT, as previous slide we discussed it, but the thing is that healthcare industry was actually a leading and a leader to adopting the mobile and wireless technology, perhaps because of the frequent urgency of communication with doctor and nurses who are the almost always on a move. And for example, doctor were among the first large group to the start using the personal digital assistant on the job. Other common uses of a wireless technology in the healthcare field, including the following, are the They are providing mean to access and update EHR at patient. Beside to ensure accurate and accurate patient data, and maybe enabling the nurses to scan barcodes on the patient wristband and the on the medication to help them to administer the right drugs in the proper dosage at the correct time of the day. And further, we can say using wireless devices to communicate with healthcare employees. Using wireless devices to communicate with healthcare employees. Okay, these are the something that are basically we are using here. The further, if we will be, that's the one of the important thing, mobile and wireless technology in the healthcare industry, how that will be effective. Okay, that is the some purposes the doctor and nurses are basically using the patient data, their history and correct medicine at the time. And so they are basically easily, fastly use these things. Okay, in this section is going to be, and in the next section, we will discuss about the telehealth. Okay, Allah Hafiz for this session.